Hello.
Hello. What is going on, y'all? What the hell is happening, y'all? What the heck is going on, y'all?
How the are ya?
Where you be? What you do?
Yeah, like what's some? We always come on here and tell you our business and our thoughts, but I want to know what the hell have y'all been up to?
Listen, we actually had a meeting too, and we can't tell y'all all the details, but just know that something good is coming.
Yeah. And that's long story short.
Mm-hmm.
You can't give it away. You can't give away the sauce. Like Beyonce, I don't know. She might be performing at Stagecoach. She might not.
Not Beyonce is gonna take that episode down. Take the whole episode down. Beyonce, also send me some sacred products right now, because it's like I'm looking at everybody's hair and it looks so good, and I just want mine to look just as great. But I'm gonna be honest, I don't feel like buying this shit right now. So
last thing on my list, it's gonna be some more like, merch with her on it. It's not really going to be sacred, even though, I see that it works. I trusted it before she did that hair check video. Only because her mom deals with hair. Like, come on. And she's Black. She's from the South. Like, come on. And this is not the Beyonce episode. This is the Bravo episode. Mm-hmm. And we have some things to talk about. I want to get right into it because Dorit allegedly ain't got no job no more. She broke. She done. She fired. It's over. She boring. She said that they said that we don't believe that you got robbed. We know that you and that man are not fucking with each other anymore. And we know that you are scared of Erica, so you can't go against her. So what next? And they said that they're not asking her no more. And they have a lot of room in the budget now. And the new season is about to start up. And that's what happened.
That's what they said?
No, I made it all up, but the rumor is that Dorit is allegedly not coming back. But in my head, that's what happened.
That's exactly what they said in my head.
Because we saw it.
We did. We seen it. And honestly, I don't... Dorit not coming back?
Yeah, because you're she had a rough season, but you're a Dorit liker, at least.
Yeah, especially, I don't hate Dorit.
But with her performance these past few seasons, especially this fashionless season, how do you feel about her possibly not returning?
I could see that. Because I have to look at all the other ladies and I'm like, what are they doing? And everybody seems to be doing something except for Dorit, I gotta say. Dorit isn't really giving me anything. So yeah, that makes sense.
She can go, and it's not because I'm a fan of Garcelle, because I do like back and forth. It's more because there's nothing that she's giving me anymore. Like I'm a visually appealing kind of person, so when people come in with money and fashion, it does entice me. Just because I can't afford to live the life that I want to live. So when she was walking around with those labels, looking a fool, I was just like, you know what, you look a fool, but I love it. Give me fashion or give me death. And when she dyed her hair, it all started when she dyed her hair brown. That's where it all went wrong. It looked good, but it went wrong because then she started wearing private labels. She started wearing Amazon. She just went brown. She went brown and she went broke.
Oh, you're right. I don't know what that meant. Like
when I seen one hair... memorable outfit that she wore with brown hair, other than that reunion shit, and that wasn't even really.
And brown. I don't even think she was brown. I think she was
she went back blonde.
Yeah. Damn. Because that I'm not gonna lie, that reunion outfit and that swoop, I'm like, Dorit has something to say. Ever since that outfit, it just looks very like, who the hell is that? Like, what the hell is she doing? What did she want? That's what it gives me. Like, it's like a big ass question mark on her forehead.
The suit, the baby hair.
Yeah.
The Cali Uchis.
Exactly. The Cali Uchis.
The Victoria Monet. Like
the Monet Tejada.
Monet Tejada. Who did we'll get into power with the other episode because it's coming up. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so I have no feelings on it. She can stay or she can go, but if she's gonna stay, I want to know. I want a storyline. I want a real one. I don't want it in and out or hot or cold. I want like oh, what's going on storyline. Just like with Kyle, a lot of people are like, Kyle needs to go. And, I am hot and cold on it. I kind of don't want it because I'm still interested in learning who she is now that they've officially separated. Because this whole time she was hinting at problems in her marriage and that they were heading towards separation. Her marriage, yeah, like there was hints, like it was kind of it was a hot subject of the show. So now that we're out of it, which means we're really in it, I do want her to stay on, even if that means her getting dragged and her lying and saying it's none of our business. Absolutely not. I'll hate watch that shit all the time. So yeah, that is the reach out. Can we please go from Beverly Hills to somewhere a little more familiar to our hearts, which is Atlanta?
Yes. What is going on in Atlanta with Kim Zolciak?
Kim Zolciak is funny as fuck. Talk about clickbait. Y'all know the D-list celebs, E-list celebs even, that do the articles. They do those, link in bio celebuzz usually is the most popular one. But they will pay you to direct traffic towards their website so they can have money to spend on ads. And she posted a picture of her and Croy, and she put RIP. And it was obvious that it was not a death announcement because I would hope that in no universe would Kim Zolciak announce the death of her ex-partner and baby daddy in that way. But it was still enough to make things that just make you go, Like, you are Kim Zolciak. I understand that you're doing, like, she's been doing clicks for money. Like, it'll be like a link, and this is how I feel about Croy, and it'll be from like November of 2022. And it's like, but this is when you guys are together. But Ariana, her daughter, like not Croy's daughter, of Brielle and Ariana, right. Her middle child, basically, second daughter from the man who I don't know who her first baby daddy is. She is the first. Yeah, that's a good question. Who is her baby daddy?
That was such a long time.
I have ADHD. Like, who is her baby daddy?
Justin Timberlake.
Justin Timberlake's.
Her grandma did baby.
Her grandmama is the baby. Yo, who is Kim Zolciak's baby daddy? Like her first baby daddy. I know who Big Papa is. Like there's a whole write-up.
I'm going to vouch and say Justin Timberlake.
Justin, and I don't have enough time to dive deep into why you would say that, but Ariana posted a TikTok, and it's one of those like reaction TikToks, and they started saying that she was acting like Joe Chow, like from Vanderpump Rules, that she was giving crackhead energy, and I'm like, no, like you guys have to understand that style of TikTok videos is a reaction video. You don't want to see a bitch just post like, oh, I don't know what my mom is doing. Like it's not going to be as talked about or as viewed, especially if you're in the TikTok creator program. And y'all know that TikTok is about to be on its way out, allegedly. So you have to be making your coins. So of course, she posted and she was just like, I don't understand. This is so humiliating. Like, it was a reaction video. And I'm just like, yeah, because what the fuck is your mom doing? And she's like, I'm her daughter. And I don't even know what she's doing. Plus, this girl's 22 years old. So, yeah, so that was posted. And then a bunch of people were reacting to the TikTok video. Like, one, why would Kim do this? And two, what is wrong with Ariana? And I'm just like, there's just like such a chain link of things going on. It's like one thing will happen and 50 other things happen right after. And I know that Kim is back on the camels. Like she has to be chain smoking. So there you guys, Kim goes and now she has sold another, which secured the bag for her again. However much that bag is, she sold another article as a reaction to the reactions of the first article. And it said, so everyone in the world, it seems, is talking about my post yesterday. Let's be clear. At no point did I claim Croy was dead, nor did I allude to that. In fact, I used a picture of both of us and said hashtag RIP. And frankly, the end of my relationship was like a death of sorts. So
I
RIP to that.
agree. But that's what I'm saying. I agree with the whole situation because when I seen it, I'm like, oh, the death of their relationship. I knew exactly what she was talking about because I'm like, I know she wouldn't post that Corey is dead this way if something did happen to him. Like, she wouldn't even be posting. And I also feel like Ariana, this is kind of to support her, right? Because I'm pretty sure Kim still provides for her in some way. Is she that much of an influencer now? That she can pay her own bills?
A great question.
Because me personally, I'd be like, post it again, mama.
They sell Brielle G-Wagon, so I know Ariana don't want to end up
Post
like
it again,
Brielle.
mama.
But at the same time, while like us with common sense, we knew that she wouldn't do that. It's still insane that she would post RIP on her timeline. And then it was just like, you couldn't comment, you couldn't do anything. You just had to go to the link you wanted to find out. And it worked.
It worked. It's a very, the reason why I know that tactic is because all the Teen Mom people use it. That's how they make their extra money when the show is on like a pause or when they're filming. Because it's like, you get paid after the show is filmed. I believe that's how it works. I'm not a Teen Mom, so I can't. I mean, I'm not a part of the Teen Mom crew, so I don't know for sure.
You're not a Teen Mom? Where is your baby?
Right, but I imagine that after you get done recording, they're like, okay, here's your check. So in the meantime, you need something. And I remember when they first started doing it, I'm like, what is this? I hate this. Because it would be shit that you've already seen before. And they would just be talking about it in a way to make it seem new. And it's like, this is something that I already knew. Or it would be like, Caitlin's pregnant with her 8th child. And then at the end, it would just talk about how Caitlin wants more children.
Yeah, they do it with Jersey Shore. I think that the MTV people are like the main ones who started this entire thing because I think that Angelina specifically got in trouble for posting a Celebuzz link. So, Kim is down bad right now. You guys gotta understand. When you down bad, you'll post
she
whatever.
Was applying eyelashes on the floor online. That's what you guys don't understand. So for me, like I said, post it again, mama. Let me post it. What is the link? The way I would create another page for my dog and post it on that. Guess what, guys? Just kidding. Nobody's dead. Click on the link.
Lord. Yep. So we're going to go back because that's that on that. Like, it did its job. We're talking about it. So, at the end of the day, judge her all you want. Touche. Kim Zolciak. Touche. So let's go back over to West Coast. We are going to go to Vanderpump Rules, which is what we're going to talk about today, because we haven't had weeks to talk about it because we have been so deep into Black Summer House, which we still are. But we have a little time today because we don't have a guest. But we'll talk about Vanderpump Rules and the summer houses and just give you our takes on that. Mm-hmm. Something About Her is finally opening in May, allegedly. So we saw on the show that Penny was someone who they were like working with. And I think that they are actually in a court battle with Penny because it's alleged that Penny tried to trademark the phrase "something about her." And it was revealed that they are no longer working with Penny. So Penny done possibly ran off with a bag.
Oh, she ran off with one.
Well, I don't know if she ran off with one, but she may have fumbled. Well, not fumbled. Well, on their part, they may have fumbled because if you open a restaurant or even announce it, you're supposed to trademark that shit as soon as you think of it. It's kind of like with the whole Instagram or social media, if you want a certain, if you post something, and I learned this in 2020 when we started, you have to watermark it. Otherwise, other bigger pages will steal your shit and don't give you credit for it. Wait, okay. Your mic is like going in and out.
I honestly think that they should change the name to Kate Rihanna. There's something about Kate Rihanna. Katie Rihanna.
Kate Rihanna. Would you go to a restaurant named Kate Rihanna?
Yeah.
To get sandwiches?
To get everything.
I feel like Kate Rihanna would be like a dinner spot. It's not like a cute coffee sandwich place. Do you know that they got the person who helps design sets for like the Nancy Meyers movies? Whoa. So you know those aesthetically pleasing, like I think was it The Parent Trap? Those aesthetically pleasing places, they wanted to make it look like that. So they put so much into this restaurant. And then not only that, like not we personally, but like the royal we have been dragging them for not opening that shit and selling merch, which I have no problem with that, because I just feel like if you got as long as you got that merch, who cares if it's open or not?
I just want them to sell good sandwiches, though. I think that's what I'm focused on. Like, what kind of sandwiches do you guys have? I don't care what your name is. If you got a really good panini, count me in.
Yeah, that
makes total sense. No name. As long as I can order space from Uber Eats, yeah.
But that's fine. What I don't want it to be, though, a ghost kitchen. Like one of those kitchens that can open up from literally anywhere and you can only like order delivery from it and there's no real spot. Absolutely not. Because then, like, if something happens to me, y'all done ran off. If I get food poisoning, I can't say that no name gave me the sandwich, bitch. Like, I
don't even have a name.
I don't even know where it's from. You can't go to a physical place.
And if you call me out, I'm going to literally act like that sidekick that I've seen a long time ago. And then I remember I seen her in the store that I worked in. And I was like, hey, like, I remember you. And she was like, no, you don't.
Wait. Sidetrack. So yeah. You saw a psychic.
I did. Like, I want to say 2014.
How did you know her? Like, what did you know her from?
I knew because I recognized okay, so I went in with this guy that I was seeing at the time. And as soon as I walked in, she was like, that's not the guy for you. Like, as soon as I walked in, she pulled me to the side and she's like, that's not the guy for you. You need to stop talking to him right now.
Ooh.
I'm not even like, all jokes aside, and I almost cried because I was like, what?
But Daddy, I love him.
But Mama. And I really thought, I was like, you can't tell me that this guy is not going to be the guy that I married. And she was like, no, actually, this isn't the guy for you. It's never going to work, ever. And she told me that just like that. And she said, the guy that you're supposed to be with, his name starts with a J. And I was like, no, it doesn't. Because I haven't met that person. And she was like, yeah, you're going to move up north, which I did. Yeah. I moved more north for sure. So she was right about that. But the guy with the J, maybe she didn't mean forever because I did date somebody whose name started with the J, but that did not last long. So I don't know.
And then so when you saw her again, she was like, it's not me.
She was like, no, I'm sorry. She's like, I don't know what you're talking about. And I was like, what?
Was she like, I'm not even a psychic? Or was she just like, I didn't say anything to you?
No, she was like, I'm not even a psychic.
And
Like
you know
her
that it was her for sure.
I knew.
Because you don't forget that.
You don't forget that. Then on top of that, the retail store was so close to where her psychic shop was. And when I pass by, it's no longer there. It's not even, it's like a tax place now.
That is some spooky.
It's spooky.
Shit.
It's some weird shit. And I don't know how I got on this story, but guys.
Maybe Chef Penny is a psychic.
Maybe Chef Penny is the fucking psychic that I've seen.
And she just goes around.
Don't work with her. If you're hearing this.
No.
Oh.
We're not. We're not getting sued for slander. Shout out to her because she was an employee. She was an employee of Lisa Vanderpump, so that woman is very established in her record shows for itself.
I'm sorry, guys.
But okay, let's get into what this is leading into, which is Vanderpump Rules. I'm going to let you have all of your thoughts first because all of mine are just on Scheana Shay.
Oh my God, I have a few on Scheana Shay. So I actually have notes. I want to ask you, the first question I want to ask is, do you think Jax is cheating on Brittany? And I'll give my answer first.
Oh sorry. Oh my God. Why did I have to volunteer?
Oh my gosh. Well, now we know the truth, guys. I was going to say no. I was going to say no. I just don't feel like he is right now. I didn't say I don't think he might in the future, but I just don't think he is right this second. It's just too much going on, and I don't think he wants that kind of drama right now.
That's fair to think because for the average person, 1, you have a new baby. 2, you have no money. 3, your wife is making more money than you. 4, you're getting adjusted to life in like the suburbs. 5, you're getting adjusted to life out of the spotlight. 6, you're literally like 44 years old. So you want to naturally like slow down. But that's a regular human being. We're talking about Jax Taylor. This man is literally, as we speak right now, the word on the street is he's fucking his publicist.
Oh, that's so not right. That's so not right.
They said allegedly, but this is new, so you might be halfway right. At the time of filming, which was 7 months ago, he might have been faithful. But as the time of we are recording, because ours is a lot faster turnaround, he is being accused of fucking his publicist.
Wow.
And technically, he's not cheating if they are going with the thing that they're separated, right? That's what they said when that show, The Trashy, came out, that they're separated. But Brittany, who was also her publicist, blocked Jax and the alleged publicist. And then there was a blind item that said Jax and the publicist left the table at the same time and went in the bathroom and fucked and came out.
You can't say that's not hot, though. You can't say that's not hot, though. And I know what you guys are thinking. Shame on him, but that's like some like mea culpa shit. And I don't know. I kind of like that.
I don't necessarily want to brand it as hot, but I want to brand it as you married Jax Taylor. The track record was there. And not only that, you agreed to marry him after he cheated on you. Like right after. This ain't some Ariana shit where y'all have been together 9 years and he wants to have a baby and you haven't had any disturbances. Us as a public, we didn't know of them having any disturbances. Like at the end of the day, cheating is cheating. The way that they got together is wrong, period. But it's a lot different than marrying a known cheater that just cheated on you with someone that was from the same show as you. So Jax is going to Jax. It doesn't matter how old he is or how ready allegedly he says he is. I never would have trusted him anyway. And I'm surprised that it actually took us this long to have this much of it, like this solid, not solid proof, but like some kind of an incident where people actually noticed it. So
Well,
it
it's
was going to
very
happen.
convenient that it's noticeable now that
The new show is on.
the new show is on. That's
Everything
what
is
I'm
happening
saying.
while
Everything
this
is
new show is
happening
on.
while the new show is on. So I'm like,
Yeah.
interesting. Is
Yeah.
this for a storyline, I wonder? Like, are they getting to the point now where they're just doing this scandalous shit to create a storyline? And they're like, you know what? Whatever happens, happens. We got to get this bag.
They're like
Because,
R.I.P. Croy.
so what? And I wondered, like, is this a real thing? Are they capitalizing off of their, like, maybe they just didn't work naturally. And they're like, instead of us not working naturally, let's make
Yeah.
it more interesting. You cheat
Yeah.
on me with your publicist.
I can totally see that.
I cheat on you with Tim McGraw.
Tim McGraw, listen, Faith Hill,
Basic. Oh,
Melissa
listen.
Etheridge.
Trisha Yearwood.
I'm just naming country people at this point. I
Me
don't even
too.
know. I don't have any.
But they say Trisha Yearwood. Well, I'm not gonna do that because I did that last year. I did that maybe a few years ago.
You did it, but you did it on like the Patreon or something. You didn't do it on the
Oh,
public
I don't think
episode,
I
I don't
did
think.
it. If you guys know, you know. If you watch Food Network, you know. Okay,
I
what's
love
going
when you
on?
do it. You love Food Network tea. But okay, so
I
what's
do.
next?
Okay, my next note is Brock is thick as grits. Like, oh my gosh, that man is thick as grits.
And he
Did you see
broke.
that flashback?
He looked beautiful. A
Mm,
beautiful boy.
God damn.
When when Scheana said that, don't you think, and this is separate from my rant about Scheana, when she said, do you think that this is your second chance to be a dad? I just wanted to scream at the TV like he didn't want the first chance because look, where are his other kids? He talked about it, but it's like it's been years and you paid off the child support. So what's the excuse now?
ooh, I don't know. I think that's a real touchy because it's like I have a few things I want to say about that, but for the sake of the kid, it's like I won't necessarily say everything that I want to say. I will say that I do like Summer Moon a lot. I think
She's a real star.
she's the real star of Sheena's storyline.
And I
Um,
love that we're seeing her in active time learning and speaking and like growing up.
she's giving me DW
Yeah.
because even when Sheena's speaking, she doesn't give a fuck about what Sheena's saying. She's reading her book. She's like the cat in the hat.
Period. Yeah.
Shut your ass up and let me read my damn book. Like that's what she's really saying. Um,
AARDVARK.
I also want to say, while I don't like a lot of the things that Scheana represents and that Scheana does, I kind of agree with her whole perspective of a lot of people have a traditional way of looking at how a heterosexual relationship is supposed to be from what I see. It's like the man is always the breadwinner from what you see most of the time, and then the woman, she stays at home, she nurtures the kids. And then recently it became a movement where women are like, no, fuck that. I want to go to work.
Yeah.
So I think it does depend on what works for you. So with that being said, I definitely agree on that. I think her whole problem right now, and the reason why her and Brock have been clashing and getting into these petty ass arguments, is because Scheana doesn't feel fulfilled in her own life. And I think we see that a lot of the times because of her obsession with Ariana's career, what Ariana has going on. Dancing with the Stars, all these opportunities that Ariana is getting, Sheena's like, I'm not getting this shit.
She's living her life.
She's living the life that Scheana wants. So I
Yeah.
think right now that's what we're seeing. And for it's like a part of me does kind of feel sorry for her because I understand the feeling of wanting more for yourself and maybe
Totally.
kind of being envious towards somebody who's on the career path that you want, living the life that you want. It's like, and then also has that freedom of dating who she wants, even though Ariana has like a little situation going on. But Ariana's kind of free to do what the hell she wants to do. And maybe Sheena misses that. But at the same time, I'm like, you got Brock. Like, girl, what's going on? What's the problem?
Well, she did say, to add to your point about this whole career shifting,
Yeah.
is that she did want someone who could be home more. She doesn't really want Brock out there having to go to a job every single day, especially when you got someone that look like that.
Is that why, though? Do you think that plays a part in why she wants his ass in the house? Because he looks so damn good?
Absolutely. What do you mean is that? She told us to her face, and they showed us when he was joking with Lala, when Lala was like, "Oh, I'm gonna call my husband right now and ask." And then you see that part where Brock was like, "Oh, you just called me," and Scheana was like, "Not too much." Because I already have these thoughts about you guys, which I'm like, that's not the thoughts that I was telling you to have. Because I was like, I think that him and Rachel had something going on. I never thought that him and Lala had anything going on. She's the one.
Ooh.
She's the one that put that in my head. Like, why
That
would
would be
you
kind of
think
hot, too.
that Lala and Brock
Lala
had
and
something
Brock.
going on? Just to be messy a little bit. Like, wouldn't they kind of? I swear, hand to. Well, okay. I never thought I can. I can almost 99%
Were you
swear.
about to say hands to
Yeah.
heaven?
But I don't want you like that's sacrilegious. I don't want to say that 100% because maybe I said it out loud. I don't know. I'd be saying shit, but I never thought about Lala and Brock crossing that line ever, just because of their dynamic and also what happened with Rachel. But at the same time, she said it.
Yeah. But I don't think that Lala would do that.
I don't either.
Yeah.
Especially because she already has karma beating her ass for the marriage.
Unless she's just like, take me straight to hell. Which is also like, why not? At this point, it's like, I've already suffered enough. I'm already going to be on my ass anyway.
I might as well have Brock's baby.
Might as well enjoy the ride. Damn. That's real. If that is the case, Lala needs her own show.
Since we're rewarding bad behavior.
Finding Lala needs to be the title. Finding Lala, literally.
That would be some shit. Like, I
don't
believe it's happening now. Because that's how they acting on these shows. Yeah. I don't watch that other show, but I've been seeing clips of them fighting in the hallway.
You guys, this is what you have to understand. So even when the whole Sandoval thing happened, and you see me say what I said that because this is the show for it. Like Vanderpump Rules, they ain't never been shit.
They're the ghetto, yeah.
They've been ghetto as fuck this whole time. So it's like, why are we stopping? Like, let's just be old and ghetto. Let's just get old.
Well, Jax is showing their ass. Like, let me tell you about your show.
And I kind of liked it, which is why I think Jax is kind of playing it smart in a sense because he's setting up his show.
Yeah.
And that's where the girls are going to go anyway because Scheana's going to get tired of it and she's going to want to go over there.
Already talking about how she can. Yeah.
I'm about to set up my cameras in my house for that. So it's like,
it is what it is.
I absolutely think that this is like my next thought. I think that Katie and Tom Schwartz belong in each other's life.
In any capacity?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh my God. Twins. I was saying, like, even if I don't want them back together, but I'm saying, like, even if they just decide to be close friends, just seeing them, it makes sense.
Yeah. Because it's clear that Katie has not had enough. She's like, I wonder what Tom Schwartz is doing. That's literally her. Every time it goes to Katie's scene, she's like, I wonder what Tom Schwartz is doing. She doesn't physically say it, but that's what she means because she literally references things about Tom Schwartz or about that girl that they're dating at the same time. And even when asked about the girl, what's her name? Tori?
Mm-hmm.
Even when asked about Tori, she giggles because she knows that she doesn't take that shit serious at all. So with Katie, I'm trying to figure out, I'm like, okay, so are you trying to figure out whether you want a friendship with Tom Schwartz? Do you still have feelings for Tom Schwartz? is it a mixture of all of this? I already know that she feels like maybe their friendship or the potential of the friendship they could have is kind of strained because of the Sandoval situation.
Yeah, that exaggerated things
That
greatly
exaggerates
because
things. Yeah.
I think that they would be friends had that not happened. Even though like before Scandoval happened, she was pissed at Schwartz for kissing Rachel because she was in the friend group. Um, I still think that they would have gotten over that because they were just not going to worry. Period. Rachel and
Hmm.
Schwartz were just not a thing in my head, even though it was dirty and down low that they made out like right in front of Katie. But she would have gotten over that. And you know what? To answer your question, what I think Katie is that she's just so used to having him in her life,
Right.
and it didn't end with some kind of like life-changing bomb. Even when they announced their divorce, it was during COVID and we were all kind of like, oh damn, they broke up, that sucks. But it wasn't like any drama around it. She had already accepted that, you know, like he would make out with random people once every few years. So she just grew up with him and she's trying to figure out, can she live a life without him as a crutch, especially because she doesn't have anyone distracting her that she's taking seriously. She doesn't have these things pulling her away to the other side of the coast like
Hmm.
Ariana does. Like, it's just, I have known this person for so long. I don't know what my life is like without them.
Right.
So I don't know. Would you, okay, so in the perfect world for you, will they get back together, find their way
Yeah.
together? Why are you, oh, you're a
Because
Leo. That makes sense.
I already shipped them together anyway, because I think that although Schwartz can be problematic and very annoying, like super
Yeah.
fucking annoying,
He
Katie
got some
can be.
toner. I was so excited.
Yes, he did. I noticed that. He
It
did.
looks better now. Even though it's still not giving, it looks better now.
It does look better. But I think his chaos attracts Katie. I think she likes it. I don't see Katie with a normal guy. Like how I see Ariana with somebody that's like normal, like maybe a celebrity, but like
Mhm.
real chill, down to earth, somebody that
Like
can
a
take care of
trainer.
her. Yeah, like a trainer. I don't see that for Katie. I see something like Tom Schwartz. Because Katie's kind of corny in a good way.
Yeah.
And I
Like
think
they
that
like to call each other Bubba and they're like really attached to each other.
they're the Berenstein Bears.
You just called someone that last week.
I feel like this is also appropriate for it.
Okay,
They're
that
like
would just be
Jimmy
the thing.
Neutron and Sydney.
That makes more sense. Because Jimmy needs Sydney to balance him out.
Hmm. Exactly. Or like Arnold and Helga, maybe.
I'm personally not for it though. Like I want her to move on.
Yeah, I know.
I hate when people
I
get
feel
back
like
together.
we had this conversation, but I just feel like that's
It
kind
just
of
was
what it.
implausible before. Now we actually like see it playing out.
It's kind of that's how I feel like she's. That's what I feel like she's waiting for, because I feel like Katie has every opportunity to move forward with her life, and she's not for a reason. Everybody else is moving on, and Katie's just fucking around in the Butterduds painting her toenails.
I think it because well, Tom's actively in a relationship right now with a younger person that he can mold and manipulate as usual.
That's not gonna last.
Um, I think it's like you spend so much time pouring into a person and fixing a person that when y'all finally break up and then they move on and they're a better version of themselves, like Schwartz, I don't know if it's necessarily he's a better version or if he's just getting old. Like once you get older, you know, me and you, we get older, we're changing our views and we don't want to do the same thing that we have
Right.
been. If someone was with us and they see us being a better version of ourselves, it's like you can't have what I built, what I invested 13 years of my fucking life into. And I feel like you need to figure out if that is like what you're on is like, is it out of like jealousy that this person is now moved on and is a better version of themselves? Or do you genuinely feel like you and him need to be together? But the whole best friends thing, it just never works for me in general. Like,
Mm-hmm.
why are you guys who were in a serious relationship, who just got out of a marriage, why do you want to be his best friend?
I don't see that happening because usually if it does work and if like the couple that breaks up, for instance, if they do maintain a friendship and they're best friends, usually when one of those people gets in a relationship, it creates this problem. Mm-hmm. Because now the new person feels like, the fuck is you still
like this is not Dolores and Frank.
And then I don't know if y'all seen All of Us, but
this is all of us.
They get back together at the end because it's like,
you know that they were going to get back together.
Yeah, that's how it happens, though.
And I hate that. And you're okay with that. They are literally the white Charles.
I feel like that's just what's going to happen. Like, they get back together.
But you are also a romantic, and that's okay.
I am. Because I believe in stuff like that. I believe, like, sometimes your soulmate can be like that one guy that didn't work out. And it won't work out for any reason. But when you get old, it's like, shit, might as well just get my shit together. And then they finally get their shit together. And then you cheat on them. But y'all still stay together.
It's a little toxic, but, you know, it's a happy ending.
I love that story.
A look back.
I hope one day I can ride it.
You just did, babe. You put it out there. you got the start. You got the bare bones of it.
I love that.
And you know the way that it ends.
If we do get back together, I promise I will cheat on you if you cheated on me.
Don't trust me. That's the thing. Especially.
I will. I absolutely will.
And I'm never going to forget that, though. Like, even if I forgive you, I can't forget it.
And that's why I do have a piece of toxic in me. And even though I'm on the journey and I'm almost healed, I am not all the way there yet.
See,
and I will still cheat
at
on
least
you.
You're acknowledging it.
Me. Yes. If you cheat on me, I will still cheat on you, and I want you to know that. And I will make you feel like I'm not. I'll be like, I promise I'm not. And I'm going to do it. So don't cheat. That's the thing, though. Don't cheat on me.
That's why I can't trust myself getting back, because it's just going to be a whole bunch of back and forth. Because even if you're not cheating on me back, my brain is going to be like, damn, you cheated on him just now. He's going to cheat even harder.
He is, but you have to be. You have to be.
I don't have that in me.
That's fair, but you have to be ready to deal with your fate. And the cards that you play, if you do cheat, you better just hope that person does not find out. You better just hope if they anything
that's
like
why you
me,
just not cheat.
Because if it's up to, that's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
So if you don't, you won't have these problems. But if you do,
you can never. There's even the person that you don't think is getting their lick back.
They always
could secretly be.
Well, I'm not gonna say always. There are some cases where somebody's like, they forgive, and I'm Rick Ross,
and they don't have it in them.
God forgives, I don't.
Amen. That's why he died for our sins. I didn't die, baby. I'm alive and well. I'm alive and well.
So yeah. Oh God.
Okay, so we got to talk about the big thing at the end. Obviously, the explosive fight between Scheana Shay and Sandoval. When Scheana and the thing about this is all sides are right, and I'm just a viewer. Scheana gets at Sandoval. Sandoval finally snaps, and he's like, "Bitch, I didn't cheat on you. Why the fuck are you acting like this is happening to you and not Ariana? Even Ariana don't give a fuck enough to do all this about it." And then she explains why, because his ass didn't want to shut up about her allegedly beating the shit out of Raquel or punching her or, doing that little whoop-de-doo that happened allegedly that Raquel was going to sue her for, and she dropped it or whatever. And then he responds by saying, listen, you have to understand this because you've been the other woman in a relationship. And then that's when it gets on and fucking popping.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, on both sides, there's right. She has been the other woman in a relationship. So she has to understand how this could even happen. But then on the other side, it's like, this happened so long ago and it's not comparable to what you did. But at the same time, it's me in the middle that's like, this is what you get, Scheana, because you've been trying to lick his ass all season for no fucking reason, while this man is constantly talking about how you punch Rachel, how you literally had an affair, and how his, that friendship doesn't mean shit compared to the relationship that he had with Raquel, and it's not that big of a deal. And why is everyone else making a bigger deal than Ariana? So it's like, as much as I don't like that boy, because he's a boy, not a man, he made several points.
I've been saying that though.
Yeah.
Literally the first season or the second season of Housewives of Beverly Hills with the whole Brandy Glanville thing and the whole Scheana Shay. The reason the show got started. Listen, you were the other woman, and you were also trying to serve this woman a damn drink and a damn kebab and a damn pork belly kebab and a damn chicken slaughter.
Oh, do you think those pork belly kebabs were the same ones that they had at BravoCon?
I absolutely think so.
And that's where they got the recipe, right?
And that's where they got the recipe.
Okay,
and I think Brandy might have took a kebab or two, because you just can't refuse a kebab, especially one of that delicacy. Like, you can't. It's not from Zolciak. I think she definitely. I think she definitely took it, and she's like, "Fuck out of my party." Now, Lisa, get her out. Get her out. And Lisa Vanderpump is like, "Scheana, I know, you got to go home. Brandy feels uncomfortable. Please, just leave. I don't want my guests to be upset. Please, just leave. I apologize, but she has to. You just have to go." And Sheena's like, "Okay, okay, I will. Whatever you say, I will. Okay, I will."
Yeah.
It's like, so, come on.
And then she walked in the alley, and then that's when Vanderpump Rules started.
But that's when Vanderpump Rules started. And guess what? Time and time again, you had Kristen and Jax. You had Ariana coming into it. You had Lala coming into it. They've all played this role.
Yeah. Yeah.
Side men, side dudes, side pieces, hooking up in bathrooms, hooking up behind Sir, hooking up in Sir.
You are absolutely right.
Some people
and you've been
sleeping in the
this,
bed, in the hot tub.
Hot
They
tub
literally
time.
said it. They literally been talking about this. Why are we acting like this show is like
Angels?
What is it? So Touched by an Angel, or like the Gilmore Girls. It's not, or Seventh Heaven. Yeah,
I heard some dirty shit
about the
Gilmore Girls.
I did too, with that fake ass snow. But listen, that's what they act like this show is. And it's like, no, this is a whorehouse. And you guys have to act accordingly. Like, why are we trying to make it seem like it's anything but that? It's a whorehouse. They've all been whores. And it's like, now they have kids, and now it's like, they have a past. That's how I feel. Lisa Vanderpump said it. We all have a past.
But his is not a past. His is literally going on right now.
Well, it's next year it'll be the past.
So my question, though, is I totally understand where you're coming from.
Mm-hmm.
I have no sides here, because I think Scheana's getting what she deserves, because that's what you
karma.
wanted. That's what you want. That's who you wanted. That's your friend. That's your friend. That's your friend.
Exactly. And now it's our friend.
With just entertaining Scheana's side, why turn on the one person who is trying to get you back in the group, trying to get you good, trying to be friends with you, trying to tell you that, how much you mean to her?
Because it's not about Sandoval, it's always about Scheana. And that's the thing that everybody...
And I can't say shit. We know it. She has made everything about her.
Scheana. It's not about Sandoval coming back to the group. It's about Scheana looking like a good friend. Scheana being, what do they call that person that just can never... fuck, I forgot the word. But she always just wants to be like...
She's like a devil's advocate all the time. And I'm just like, it's not necessary, though.
Let's just say Let's put this into perspective. And Ariana's like sick of her ass. Lala is doing it to be like, I guess, to create more storyline, I feel. But Scheana really does it because she just, I don't know.
Genuinely has to have it be about her.
And I also think that she's jealous of Ariana. So this is what her jealousy looks like. She's like, you know what? Fuck you. You got Dancing with the Stars. I'm gonna be friends with Sandoval. And I think
Wow, I
it
never
looks
thought about it like
really
that.
bad because she's acting out. And she's not even realizing it. So when asked about or confronted about it, she's like, that's not it. But if she talked to a therapist, they would be like, it is it, girl. So stop.
You have opened my eyes so much because I have not thought about it being acting out against Ariana, because I thought just saying it is enough. Like for her literally crying in the bed, talking about how, you know, she was upset about it. I thought that was enough. Like girl, isn't that embarrassing enough? Like you already got her back.
You know?
And then on top of that, you already made your money about it. Every single week you talked about the destruction of this girl's relationship. And that's supposed to be your friend. So that's get back enough.
She's spiraling. And her relationship is not right. With
Ooh.
Sandoval, it's not right. With Ariana, it's not right. With Dancing with the Stars, it's not right. She is
Dancing with the Stars
spiraling.
ain't wrong for that.
And then that's why she keeps bringing up that damn funky ass song every 2 seconds. She's like, I made a song. I made a song. I made a song. Like that fucking Natalie Nunn song that she keeps playing. Keep fucking that broke. Keep fucking that broke. Baddies fighting everybody. That's literally how she's promoting the song.
I never thought that I would get sick of Good as Gold, but if I was ever sick of a song, it's Good as Gold.
But she's like, Mama, look what I did. And everybody's like, okay, great, Scheana.
Bitch, we heard it 10 years ago.
How many ways are you going to make the song?
It was so fun. Like, there was no one. We put that shit in a versus. Like, please.
2 more bundles on that right side of that bottle. Call Jocelyn Hernandez and make a song with her, a brand new song, and branch out to the other Vanderpump Rules and stop making this your storyline.
My God.
Go upstairs and fuck that man that you're with because he's with you and you're with him for a reason. And make some shit shake. Stop painting your toenails. It's like, why are you doing this? Like, you have all the cards.
Everything. Like, you have a man, a beautiful baby, and you have money, and you have a podcast. Let them pay. Let us get as many downloads as Shenanigans.
Even Teddy Mellencamp won't stop. And everybody's like, I'm trying to get on the Teddy Mellencamp show. And I'm like, I don't know why, but hey, they love it there. And she has her purpose and she's stepping into it. Step into your purpose and do what you have to do. I don't understand that for Scheana. You've literally been on since season 1. You are the show.
I want to know how much that fucking PayPal was from Sandoval to Scheana, because it had to have like 2 commas in it for him to be able to say that shit to me. Because then you go on the after show and she's still defending her actions and him, and then you go on the preview for the next episode and they're still having a conversation after you said that shit to me. He must have given her $99,000. If it doesn't have 2 commas, it has to be $99,000.
I would also be doing the same thing.
And I would understand it. Like, just let me see the receipt of the PayPal, because it just doesn't make any sense.
I would
why
literally shut up.
Still,
I won't even say anything else because
I'd be like, you know what? Let's go, Brock.
That's it. But Scheana's literally punching herself in the head, and she's like, "It hurts."
No
stop.
Shit. No shit.
Just stop. But that's it, child, on Vanderpump Rules. I feel like, child, if you missed it, rewind it. We got to rewind it.
Listen. Aaron has put another perspective on it that I was not.
I literally feel like Dr. Heavenly before she starts talking shit, and you see that Dr. Heavenly University ad play, and she's like, That's exactly how I
I wish
feel
we
right
had
now.
something to promote. Y'all, sign up for the Patreon where we talk about more shit.
Patreon.com/Bravo while black.
And we're back. So Summer House Martha's Vineyard. This was a fun episode.
Very fun.
I feel like they were ahead of their time. It gave Cowboy Carter. It was hella fun.
I also want to say, because we have two haters that happen to be good friends to us.
No, but ain't that your friend?
They're both of our friends.
That's your friend. They your friends. How they gonna come on here and then we go on?
Right.
No, we went on there. We went on there. They came on here and they had a meeting behind our back and had a whole podcast and then dragged us, even though it was only 2 seconds, you guys. They dragged us for however many seconds. And then
it was so rude about it
in our face.
And just kept the movement and didn't even say anything and promoted
didn't give a fuck about it. And then ooh, that's considering Summer House Martha's Vineyard. But I really would like to shift the blame to you actually, because you were the one who compared Alex to Jamie Foxx. You were like, I was like, it doesn't sound so bad.
Together. Like
we are in it together to a certain point. Like when people are doing podcasts about you, it's like when people are doing podcasts about you, I have to offer a different perspective. Yes, he can sing, but Alex, it was Aaron who was like,
he did that's what you guys didn't catch, which is like the 90s R&B. Like he really took a 90s R&B class. Like that's what it's giving me, and I respect that.
You're the one who compared him to Jamie Foxx. That's what I just wanted to say.
I stand by what I said.
I think he can sing. I still think he can sing. I don't know.
When Jamie Foxx would start the show and he would just be randomly singing with Mary J. Blige, and then they would literally turn on the intro and then act like it never happened. Like that is what that moment gave me. Because it's like
he's always singing though. Like it's every episode you get a peek of him.
Like I might have an EP coming. I might not actually.
Dropping soon.
I don't know if I'm that good though, but sometimes I do make music.
and then it's like he's waiting for the compliment. No, you sound amazing.
And Preston does not give. Preston's like, yeah,
a single fuck.
It's great.
I mean, but he's not a hater. No, he is a hater. He is a hater. And he's proud of it. And he's proud of I love people who just stand in it. And it's just like, okay, so let's switch. Well, no, that's what we're talking about. Yeah. The meow meow meows.
20 out of 20.
Were they not Josie and the Pussycat? Like, weren't they amazing?
Give them my money. I would love for them to perform at a birthday party.
Like, did you not feel that?
I did.
Yeah. Like, I'm asking the audience. Like, was that not?
I think it was Shanice's wig that really did it for me.
Oh, because the wig was the fourth member.
Exactly. I also wanted an honorable performance, Mia and Milo. Not Mia, Bria and Milo.
Bria and Milo, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I understood what she was trying to do, like those gymnastics that they do it with their dog, and the dog like walks.
Milo was so
Meanwhile,
scared.
Milo was like, "Get me down now."
Because that's how Bailey acts. Every time I pick her up, she's like,
"I'm off the ground."
She does not like that.
That's
Please put me down.
Put me down.
Unless it's raining. Then she's like,
now we have to segue. Okay. So that's fair though.
It's fair. Amir, that was a good performance. I like Amir, so I'm not going to say anything bad about his performance.
His performance was straight out of ChatGPT. He did not write it himself. It was some Milli Vanilli shit. We love Amir over here. We just had him on. Love the guy, but he was lying.
He's a cool guy.
He's a cool guy.
What did you think about Jordan and Nick's performance?
I didn't understand it. But you know what
Yeah.
was funny when Jordan walked out and she said salutations, y'all. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about right now? Salutations, y'all.
I like
I think that
him.
they were doing like a parent trap, impressionist, postmodernism, Picasso type,
Hmm.
thing. They came and they saw, I wouldn't say they conquered, but it was something that they did and they had fun with it. I think that's the most important part, like Noel said. As long as you are having fun.
You mean like that meme where the little girl's like, I came to win, to fly, to conquer? Like, do you remember that?
No.
It's like this little girl and she does the
It's like a
poses.
slideshow or
Yeah, it's like a slide. She's like, I came to win. And
with
then
the
the next
Rihanna and
one,
Nicki
yeah,
song. Wow. That's so inspirational. We should find that after this.
yeah. I kind of want to find that. Like, I want to. What else? Jasmine did really good. Shout out to Jasmine.
Oh
Uh,
yeah.
she
She's
also
definitely
announced
a
her
rapper.
pregnancy, and I love that. I love that the house was so supportive of her. That's going to be the summer house, Martha's Vineyard, baby. And not only we're gonna have a dog, we're gonna have a baby, we're gonna have people, we're gonna have guests.
Yeah.
We just need a cat.
Okay, what did you think? What did you think about Phil's apology and Preston calling out like the dog whistling that Phil did when he was like, "You stop
The
acting
thing
soft."
is, um, I didn't really buy into it still. I don't know. I mean, he seems like okay, whatever, but I just feel like he'll do it again. So for that, I just don't.
Yeah. What do we have to
I
talk
mean, what
about?
can you get from a FaceTime apology? You
Well,
can't
they didn't
really
want to see him
get,
in
it's
person.
only so much that you can do. I think in person it would have been a little bit better because we get to see emotions and it would have been a more detailed thing. But it just seems like put him on the phone. Let me just say something real quick so I can stop at the house, get a piece of steak.
Let me get some camera time and go.
Exactly, that's what it gave me. So I think that was just that. Preston's feelings were very valid for how he felt. The only thing with Preston that I didn't necessarily enjoy was the whole back and forth between Bria because I do like when they get into it, but I also think that Bria would have did the same thing for Preston if something was done to him like what was done to her with Mariah. That's the only thing that I disagreed on. I do think that Bria has an admiration and loves Preston. It's like a big brother little sister
Yeah, she looks up to
relationship.
him.
Yeah, so I could definitely see her taking his side in that. So for that, I didn't really understand it. Maybe that was just like a miscommunication, but that was the only thing I have to say between them. And I just want Summer and Noel to be cool because I like Noel and I like Summer and Noel's friendship. I like Summer and Bria, even though they kind of clash. But it's like, you know what also is the thing? I'm liking Bria more. It's like I'm liking her more and more and more because I don't know, I kind of enjoy the cattiness.
I don't know. For the beginning, it's like I get it. Like I didn't get it last season, and I still want to
Mhm.
see Mariah. That's the thing about it. But at the same time, I'm here for the argument of me and this bitch got into a physical
Yeah.
altercation. Why the fuck is this even? Because it was fine when y'all didn't want Phil to come, right? So why are my feelings not being heard? So that's what I get. Um, Last season, yeah, I was just like, but then looking back, it's like, hey, she was the season. So
She's doing what she has to do. She brings her dog to a club. It's like this is all stuff that I want to do. That's a perfect way of explaining it. Bria is like my inside voice. Like some of the things that I want to do and I want to say, but I'm like, I can't do that. I can't say that. It's just
act
not
up.
allowed. Yeah. But when I want to act up and when I just feel like I'm kind of drunk, I want to be a Bria. Because even how Summer was like, no, that's not what I was saying. She was like, I was defending you. that little back and forth, and she's like,
yeah, it's
Summer,
like you
don't
didn't let me
get
talk, bitch.
yeah.
Don't get buck.
I enjoy that because I'm like, I get it.
Because I can flip on you very quickly.
It's just like little things like that. And then her ability to make up with people so quick because it's not that deep, even though it was that deep yesterday. I'm like, I get this. I get
I like
this.
watching her. I like watching her a lot. Like I just like watching it. I can't do that.
Right. It's very relatable to me, like my inside voice. Because sometimes I'm like, I want to act like this. I don't
Tweak
really
out.
give a
It's
fuck
like
if I'm
every
right or
day
wrong. I
I'm
just want to like sometimes
right.
be like,
Like, don't you feel like every day, even in what we do, it's like every day I just want to tweak the fuck out. But then I
and
just
just say
stop
some
myself
crazy ass shit and be like, that's the episode.
and end it.
And then everybody just unfollowed you and they're like, I can't support this podcast
And you
anymore.
just don't give a fuck.
And you're like, I never said that.
What are you talking about? But yeah.
That's AI chat. That's not me.
It was ChatGPT.
I clicked the AI button on Zoom, AI companion.
I was auditioning for the circle. And that's what happened.
I also want to say the circle, and that'll be the pop culture episode because I'll get into that.
Wait, give me like a one sentence.
I just want them to change this recipe that they have. I've had enough. Like it's just every season.
What episode are you on? Because they do change up.
I didn't start yet. I just seen the first episode. I just seen the first episode, and I seen the introduction of the people.
Right. You're right. You got to talk on it on the Wednesday episode because if you don't,
I just seen them introduce people, and I'm like, I've heard it all before.
I get it, babe. So the good thing for you, and if anyone who hasn't started yet, the second batch has come out, and even in the first batch, they changed the proponent of it, and then they changed 2 proponents of it.
Because I see AI is being introduced. I did see that. And I was like, I like that idea. That's cute.
Yeah.
It's different. They just better not pull any shit like that. Like how they got that grandma eliminated. That shit pissed me off to this day. And I hold grudges because that grandma didn't do shit. And for you guys to sit up there and let those people catfish her and get her sent home, that shit really had me riled up. The way I turned off the whole TV.
Yeah, because it's like we're all rooting.
Don't play with me, Michelle.
Miss Michelle Buteau.
But yeah, guys, I hope you guys are enjoying Bravo. What would be the pop star?
Are you on Scheana's side or are you on Sandoval's side? Because Scheana has never been against Sandoval in one of these little polls that we do. Because I know that there are some people who feel emphatically that Scheana is being a hypocrite. And then there are some people
just a female
that feel like that's not fair to hold her to things that she did when she was 21. And he's a 40-year-old man, which is like, yeah, if I was a fair vote, I would probably choose that. But since she asked for him,
but it's like we do also have to be fair. Sometimes you, even when you age, you still make poor decisions. I've seen this. Some of them might be your mama. Ooh. I love you, mama. Some of them.
I ain't got nothing to say about that.
Oh my gosh, she's not gonna make it this far. I don't think, mama. And if you do, you know what I mean by that. You know, I don't mean nothing too bad.
No, I'm not talking about your mom. I'm just talking about
continue to buy that Pure Life water and that Aquafina, knowing that Zephyr Hills is very well on sale.
Did you use your mom as a?
I did. All right, y'all.
The way you just tried me on my own podcast. It's you, Raven, and Kendrick. All y'all decided to gang up today.
What did I say?
You know that I like Aquafina.
Oh, I just realized that. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. I really recommend Evian water, but I tell y'all, I feel like it's pregnancy water. And that's why
with that, you can wrap it up. Because speaking of pregnancy, I heard somebody from Summer House is pregnant.
Oh.
And I'll tell you later.
All right. Bye, y'all.
Bye.